Hello, welcome to Quarantine. Today I'm gonna make bread from scratch. Yeast is apparently in slim supply, so we're gonna do no yeast bread. What you will need is 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, or 1, unless you desire it to be 2, according to the ingredients, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So I guess if you don't have yeast, a combination of baking powder, baking soda, and vinegar all working together will create a rising element. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, 1.5 cups of water, room temperature, and 2 teaspoons of vinegar. It says cider or white, so we have apple cider vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of melted butter for the end. So you're gonna preheat your oven of choice, supposedly the only one you have in your home. This is a KitchenAid mixing bowl, and the KitchenAid is right there. In a bowl, stir together the flour, sugar, baking powder, and baking soda. Now this is awkward because my phone is balancing on the baking soda. We'll just go with it. Maybe today wasn't the day to wear black. And then you do this to level it out. Pro tip, it's exactly 2 cups. You repeat. We have sugar in this little compartment. Now, for some reason, it says you can double this amount if desired, and I don't really know what that means. I'm not the chef. The recipe is the chef. So I don't like all of this miscommunication. Why wouldn't you desire another tablespoon, right? Okay, we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Wow, we're gonna move that. Again, probably not the day to wear black, but it's fine. 1, and we're just gonna guesstimate 1/2. Perfecto. If I can open it with one hand. I just realized that there's an easy open top tab. It's not very easy to open. Okay, so I couldn't open the easy to open tab because for some reason it's lying and it's not easy. But I just opened it this way. 1.5. Stir together the flour, sugar, baking soda, and powder mixture. Okay, combine together. It kind of just all becomes flour because flour is the dominant species in this relationship. Room temperature water. Perfect. Okay, now I have 1.5 cups of water. Now you take your vinegar. Oh, vinegar smells so bad. That somehow was perfect. Didn't realize it was gonna. Oh, okay. We won't add this whole. I won't add this whole teaspoon then, because some went in on its own. Oh no! Handy dandy stirrer. So ignore this. We are quarantined, so we are stuck. Slowly mixing because it's flour. I'm gonna add this water vinegar mixture. Okay, so The recipe doesn't call for salt, which I think is weird because everything needs salt. To add flavor, I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt because some of the comments said that they thought that's what they did and they thought it was better. So we're gonna do that. Just a pinch. Maybe an added half pinch. Oh yeah. Okay, so I have it angled down because I have to flour the surface so that we can knead this dough. This is how the dough should look. Maybe I should have floured my hands a little bit more. Literally kind of like slime. It's kind of suspicious. Maybe the inventors of slime were bread makers. And they were like, this is so much fun and I get to do this every day and then eat it. I should make it for people, but they won't know the secret that I can eat mine. But it says to knead for 2 to 3 minutes and make sure it's all incorporated. Now, I don't know if it's supposed to be this sticky. I maybe should floured my hands, but that's okay. I made bread once upon a time, but I don't really remember like what this part was like, this process. Oh, maybe I should have taken my ring off. It's like gonna get lost in the, oh well, it's fine, it likes it. So, how are you spending your quarantine? I know you're not supposed to over knead it because then you're gonna be beating out the air when it's baking. Pro tip. Oh, my laptop turned off. Dang it. Okay, I got it back up. Oh, it scrolled down. Dang it. Maybe I can do it with my nose. I know I'm supposed to make it. Now, I don't really know what you're doing with your social distancing time, but this is what I'm doing. I live in New York State. We are the most infected state in the US, and that's scary. Seems like it's largely in New York City, which I don't really live near, but my county has quite a lot of cases. We're just trying to stay safe and stay our best. I need my fingers to the point where I can scroll back up on my laptop to the directions, because for some reason it scrolled away. What if from making this and filming it and having it up on my laptop, what if I start getting all these adverts for bread and bread recipes, and then what if it's like Big Brother is watching, which we know he always is. What do you think Big Brother's name is? I know Big Brother's like a lot of people, theoretically. I probably shouldn't say that. I'm gonna be taken out. I feel like PETA from Hunger Games, you know? Like, I feel like if I was in the Hunger Games, this could be like my weapon. Because who wants to touch this person? No one. They're gonna think I have some infection, but it's actually just bread dough. You're all staying sane. I don't know if I seem insane whilst picking off all this bread dough. You gotta do what you gotta do, and it's gonna turn out great, I'm sure.
Toast is burning! You may eat burnt toast up north, but we're in London.
I could have been doing this whole time. I could have been scraping instead of picking. Oh, I'm a failure. If I wash my hands now, where's all this dough going? Down the drain? Shape dough into a flat, round disc. Done. Place the dough on a baking sheet or pizza pan. Okay, well, I didn't prepare that, so that was stupid, because now look at me. I need to transfer the goods. Transfer the goods. Okay, here it is, formed in all its glory. You can't have the bread. I guess this is gonna give it like air bubbles. So you're gonna bake the bread until golden brown, which is roughly 30 to 40 minutes apparently. Cleansed my hands. Open to the steam. So this is gonna be at 400 degrees. Bye. Bye, my son. Bye, my pretty. So because this is baking for 30 to 40 minutes, I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes to, or maybe 18 minutes, because I don't know how long it'll need to, so that I can open it and rub milk on it like a weirdo. Wish me luck. Okay, that was scary. I don't know what that was. I think I positioned the pan in a weird way. But, so now my issue is because of that fiasco with the dough being all over my hands, this is what's happened to the flour. So now I have to clean that. Okay, so it's been cooking for about 20 minutes. It says to kind of spread some milk on the crust because it'll make the crust not as hard. Ooh, I think it's pretty good so far. What do you do while waiting for What do you do while waiting for bread to bake? Downton Abbey binge.
And why the funny look when I asked after Shrimpy at lunch?
He's hinted at it in his letters, apparently, and I gather things have not been improving.
Things have not been improving. I hope that's not the case with my bread.
Come on, say something nice.
To say it was a disaster would be a humiliation to disaster.
If you're a Downton Abbey fan, hi, welcome. My favorite character is Sybil. Now, spoiler alert, if you've not finished it, don't listen to this next part. But because Sybil dies tragically in the season 3 finale, if we can't count a dead character who didn't make it, like my favorite character after she died is Tom, her widowed husband. No, I don't know what's a widow, but a guy. Is there a word for that? I don't know. But Tom and Thomas are definitely like peak character development. Now that it is done, this is a melted butter, and I added some garlic powder as well, just to give it that extra awesome flavor. And just like the milk halfway, now that it's done, I'm gonna do this, just to give it some gorgeous flavor. But it looks pretty good. So I don't really know what a bread plate is like, so I just got a cookie plate, so it's very Christmassy, just deal. It's relatively flat. I think that's probably just because, oh, it smells so good. I think it's probably just because it obviously was a yeast substitute, so it's not as like round or puffy as maybe other breads, but it looks really good and it smells good, so. Ooh, it's hot. It feels pretty good. I don't know how bread's supposed to look, but I think it looks pretty good. I have buttered. Ooh, it's still warm, so it's like going on like butter. This is the ultimate test because it all leads up to this. I definitely think it baked all the way through though, so that's good. Wow. Yeah, that's bread. Shouldn't be eating over this plate. I think the only thing I would have done differently is add more salt, because it could use just a little bit more flavor, but bread is meant to have flavor put onto it, so maybe that's a good thing.
Toast! What is it with you burning toast? Toast!